What are you looking at? Yeah, there's my girl. There's my pearly girl. There are the cabbages. Good morning. It's Barbara here. It's Thursday, July 30th. Tomorrow is the last day of July. Is that crazy? Is that unbelievable? So it turns out my new hair is a lot like bedhead. Thank you so much for all the lovely compliments on my new hairdo. I am really tickled with it, I have to say. I'm still getting used to it, and Dennis too. But I'm really happy with it, and you are also lovely. Thank you very much. Turns out it is a lot like bedhead. All I had to do was kind of comb it in the back. Although I had a look, you know, it still looks baldy in the back to me. But I just think it's not quite so obvious. And you know, I have to work hard to see the back, and I think it looks a lot thicker than in the front. So I'm really happy with it. Isabel asked me if I could video with her, and so I did it. And she said, "Oh, it's spiky," and then Sammy came in and said, "Oh, it's white." I'm like, "Yeah, both. It's spiky and white." But it didn't seem to upset them in any way, which you know, Isabel is not a big fan of change. So I thought she might not like change. So apparently she didn't care, at least on her phone. I heard our bird out here when I was making my coffee, and it flew away when I think it's been sitting like on the railing singing. So when I came out here, it went away. We might hear him later, or her, because they are around. So, oh. Oh, my hair's the big news. I mean, it's still the top story. So I cut my in-laws' hair yesterday. They were so cute. So I'm so mad at myself, I forgot to take a before picture of my father-in-law. I planned to, but I didn't. But I was sitting cutting his hair, and you know, and I'm like, "I hope you like this." He says, "I like it already." I'm like, "Okay, good." So this is what he looked like after I was done. So I was finishing up, and I'm like, "Cora, are you sure you don't want a haircut?" You know, she's like, "Yeah, I guess I do." So I cut her hair. I took a before picture of her. So here's her before picture. And she has so much hair. I'm so jealous. And here's her after. I felt like I did a pretty good job. I felt like I was kind of in the oh, what do they say on polls where you're in the something of error? I had it in my head and it just went away. It'll come to me. Of supercuts. I mean, sometimes they come back from supercuts and they look a lot like that. So it's, you know, standard of error, not standard of error. Anyway. So and my father-in-law was so cute, while I was cutting Aura's hair, he's sitting there and he's like touching his head. He's like, "Oh, this is wonderful. Thank you." So, anyway, it was a big success, and I told them I would be happy to cut their hair anytime they want me to. So we shall see. If they ask me again, then I know that they were sincere in their saying, "Oh no, it looks great," you know. I mean, Aura's looks a little raggedy there, but looked better in person. But they have, you know, when they need a haircut, they just have to have a haircut. They're so funny. So I wouldn't be surprised if I'm their haircutter for the rest of their lives. That first cup of coffee is so nice. So I went through my earrings last night. These are not earrings that I made. Aren't these pretty? I don't have a piece of white paper to put behind them so you can see them really well. They very intricately bent wires with jewels. My daughter gave me these many years ago, and I love them. She really lamented when I stopped, when I started making jewelry, and she felt like she really couldn't buy me jewelry anymore. It made me kind of sad too. I kind of went through my earrings, some of my earrings last night. I have a drawer. The top drawer of my dresser is a thin drawer with a lock and key in it for a jewelry drawer. And it's a mess. So I was going through it because I thought, let me just get all the earrings out of this, because I have some plastic earring holder thing on top of my dresser, which I don't love, but it works. You can display your earrings so you can see what you have. And so I went through my drawer and got out all the earrings and put what I could fit on that display so I would see my earrings, and I found a kind of a box. I ended up with this smallish but significant collection of single earrings, which was disappointing, including the paper ones I talked about the other day, and some of my favorites, so that's too bad. But I have other places to look for jewelry, so I have some idea. I might go upstairs today and work on my earrings now that I'm feeling like they are kind of front and center. I'm so glad I fixed my hole, and now I can just wear earrings. So funny to look at myself. So that's what I did yesterday afternoon. I had my knit night. Hi, ladies! And knitted on my scarf for a while, but I didn't last very long because I just had no energy, and I went to bed early. I read a little bit, and then I went to bed early, but I slept last night. Yay! And so that was good. And that was it. So I cut the hair, walked the dogs, cut the hair, went to the store. Dennis made the most delicious dinner last night. Coquille Saint-Jacques à la Provençale, which is like medallion sliced scallops in this amazing sauce, which is butter and white wine and green onions and regular onions and I don't know what else, and some herbs. It was so amazing. I kind of went on, and I said, I don't mean to go on and on, which makes you think that everything you make isn't amazing, but it was really amazing. He really liked it too. He says, oh good, you know, he's glad to find something he likes with scallops, because he's not a giant scallops fan. I happen to like scallops a lot. It was unbelievable, but was very rich. So it was delicious. So that was my day, eating delicious food and cutting hair, knitting a little bit, not too much. But I have to say, I woke up this morning and I thought, you know what, let me pick up those sleeves again and see what the heck I can do with them. So I may be working on my sweater today. Let's see. Grand plans, thinking of working on my sweater and thinking of working on sorting out my jewelry. But the earrings are going to be an important part of my new look. So That's fun. And I have so many earrings. I will be wearing a different pair of earrings every day with the same clothes, but a different pair of earrings every day. I don't know anything about my color. Someone said the yellow looks good with my coloring, but I have never like had my colors done. I was never aware of colors and what looked good and what didn't look good, so I have no idea. Oh no, but I'm wondering if, you know, I like things or don't like things based on maybe because I feel good in them, which means because they're a good color for me. I don't know. I've never done, you know, I've never really thought about it or focused on it. I just wear colors that I like. But my idea is that maybe I like those colors because they look good on me. I don't know. Better than other colors, but I'm not sure anything about that, so. But I'm just gonna keep, you know, knitting the yarn I have that I love. But I'm glad to know that the yellow works. and my earrings are yellow today. So anyway, that was what happened yesterday and my thoughts on the day today. It is very still out here this morning and it's feeling a little damp. But I think as it warms up, the relative humidity will go down and that might be a little bit better. And so that's nice. It's supposed to be in the 80s today, which is gonna be nice. But it was in the 80s yesterday, so. Anyway, somebody's getting something. Somebody's backing up somewhere. So anyway, I can't stop looking at my hair. I don't have any hacks for you today. Nothing profound. I am so glad I slept. My knee did very well yesterday. A few twinges last night, not too much. Oh, that backing up. The power washer people are here. They're gonna start working on our house. That's what that is. When I was making my coffee, I thought it's 9 o'clock. Where's Michelle's people? They're here, I betcha. I better go talk to them. So, half our house will look good tomorrow. And then the rest on Friday. So I'm gonna have to say goodbye. Oh, it's a short one today. Thank you so much, everybody. You were so sweet. Oh, what a wonderful community. Thank you. Take good care of yourself. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe and stay sane.